Hello there, welcome or welcome back to Beauty Bees. I'm Iris. Today we're filming an Empties video and we're gonna get straight into it because I used a lot of stuff this month. I also have a couple of declutters which we're gonna get to at the front. So first up, we have this nail polish from Sinful Colors. This is from their bold color line, which I think is just like their standard line. And this is the shade Rise and Shine. This color is beautiful. I love a teal, but this stains like crazy. I recently got another teal, I believe it's called Jet Setter from the Sally Hansen Insta Dry line, and it also stains, but not to the same extent as this. This on my nails, even with a base coat, it's like, well, I guess I'm not wearing anything light for a week and a half minimum. So this is going. It's sad, but needs to happen. Next up, we have just a terrible mascara. This is let's try that again. This is the Essence Lash Princess Curl and Volume Mascara. And at first, I thought this was pretty promising because when I apply it, it does make my lashes look really nice. And I like the shape of wand. I don't care a whole lot about the shape of mascara wand. I just don't like a really huge wand because then I find myself hitting my brow, and no one wants that. This smudges ridiculously on me though. I will have little panda eyes by the end of the day. I even gave this a couple of weeks to see if maybe if it dried up a little bit, it wouldn't smudge as badly, but it just kept it up. So yeah, this needs to go. It's sad because I really wanted this one to work out for me, because it's inexpensive. I've heard nothing but good things about this line, but I've tried two of the Lash Princess mascaras from Essence, which shouldn't be as hard to say as I'm making it. But I've tried both this one and the False Lash Effect. Both were like the worst smudging mascaras that I've ever used, so I won't be trying anything else from that line in the future. I've finally learned my lesson. And then third, I'm decluttering this just because it's old. This is from Colourpop. It is their No Filter Foundation. I have mine in the shade Fair 05. I think that this was a better color match for me when I got it. So it does actually go on a pretty good color match, I think. But the thing about this is that it oxidizes, and it used to be that it was a decent color match. It was too light when I applied it and then oxidized to a shade that was really good for me. Now it's like the right shade when I apply it, and it oxidizes a couple shades too dark. I don't wear foundation super consistently anyway, and this is the kind of thing that if I really wanted to, I could make it work. It's just getting old enough that I bought this on clearance in the first place, so who knows how old this actual bottle is, that I don't really trust it on my skin anymore, especially since when I choose to wear foundation, it's usually because my skin's in really bad shape. I'm probably breaking out, and we don't need to add an expired foundation into that mix. So this is going. I will probably purchase a foundation of some type in the next couple of months, but I don't know if it'll be this one or something else. Okay, now to the true empties. Now I do have quite the bin of things this month. I have no idea what just flew. I'll need to figure that out later. I have one little foil packet. This is from Clarins. I think this is the only Clarins product I've ever tried. It is the Beauty Flash Peel, and this dried out my skin so badly. I probably used too much because it doesn't actually say how much to use, but like don't know that I've ever had it to the point where my skin was just so dry where I could just kind of touch it and have it like flake off a little bit, except for when I was having that really bad like sun/allergic reaction last summer. So I guess for like 6 months last year I could do that. But yeah, no, not for me. probably would have been better if I'd applied less, but you need to tell me things like that on the packaging because I am not good at guessing these things. I also finished a thing of cotton rounds. Not exciting, but I'm getting really close actually to having the like 1,000 cotton rounds that I bought on Amazon like 5 years ago done. I'm kind of glad for that. Feels like an era of my life is going to be over. Within the space of about a week this month, I finished just like 6 or 7 shower products, I think. So one of them was this Herbal Essence's Argan Oil Repair Shampoo. This is like the quiet quitting of shampoos. It did the bare minimum of getting my hair clean and nothing else. And I was okay with that. As long as it's getting my hair clean, I don't really care what else my shampoo does because I'll go in with conditioner almost every time I wash my hair. I don't think I would go out and purchase this again. I don't actually know where I got this. I'm guessing it was in some kind of like Walmart beauty box or something because I don't think I would have purchased this outright. But it's nothing impressive. It's fine, but I'm not wild about it. I also finished another shampoo, and this one has a hair on it. This looks really gross because it sat in my shower for a really long time. This is the Not Your Mother's Activated Bamboo, Charcoal, and Purple Moonstone Clarify and Detox Shampoo. Within like 3 days of opening this, I managed to break the pump at the top. I could still stick it on, and I could still get product out, but it annoyed me the entire time that this was in my shower. I started using this as a proper clarifying shampoo, so using it like once a week or so. And then towards the end, I just started using it every time I washed my hair because I didn't have another shampoo open. And I thought it was fine either way. It really is gentle enough that I could get away with using it every day. And I have pretty fine, pretty delicate hair. It's really prone to breakage, which not fun. This doesn't say that it does anything for that, but I didn't notice it causing any problems. I like the Not Your Mother's line. I don't think I've had anything from them that I didn't like, and I would consider purchasing this again. It is kind of an off-putting gray color. I really didn't like that at first. It's like this gray with a little bit of purple to it. It's just not what I expected to see, especially from a clarifying shampoo, because in my experience, those tend to be like colorless, but just something to note. That was totally fine. Next, we have a Bath & Body Works product. This is Confetti Daydream. It is their shower gel. I like the packaging on this. The packaging was the best part. The scent on this is okay. Let me see if there's any. It's sweet. I will put up the notes over here if this is still available on the Bath & Body Works website. It's a pretty standard Bath & Body Works scent. I feel like they come out with slight variations on this type of scent profile a lot. And I like all of them. They're all pleasant, but they're not anything special. You know, if you ask me in 5 years about Confetti Daydream, I don't think I'm going to remember this. But if I saw this exact body wash at semi-annual sale for like $2, yeah, I'd probably buy it because it's a fine body wash, it smells nice, and I really like this purple faceted packaging. Next up, we have the Equate, which is the Walmart store brand, Island Coconut Shea Sugar Scrub. This is surprisingly nice. I don't think it's quite as nice as the Tree Hut scrubs. It's also not as expensive as the Tree Hut scrubs. The texture on this is good. I think what sets Tree Hut apart a little bit is that it's a little bit thicker. I think the concentration of those little scrubby sugar particles is a little bit higher in that, so I think you end up using a little bit more of this to get the same effect. Additionally, this comes in just a couple of different scents. I got the coconut one because it was the only one that they had that sounded appealing to me personally. If you go to, Tree Hut or Bath & Body Works, they're going to offer a greater variety of scents, but they're also going to cost more. I think this is a good product regardless of price, but especially taking the price into account, I think this is a really good buy. I would purchase this again in the future. I do like the Tree Hut ones more, so I will probably wait for sales and purchase those or the ones from Bath & Body Works, but in a pinch, I would absolutely buy the Equate one. Finally, the last product that was in my shower is from Neutrogena. This is their Hydra Boost with hyaluronic acid hydrating cleansing gel. This is a small sample. This is a half an ounce. It took me, I would say, 2 weeks in the shower, but I didn't use it every day, and it was okay. It cleansed my face, but it wasn't anything super special. I used up a ton of fragrance this month. A lot of that is that I got some samples from Macy's last month, and then I bought one of those little Sephora favorites, like get 8 vials of tester perfumes, and you can trade in a certificate for a single, in this case, travel size. So I went through a few of those, and I also just had a couple of perfumes that were close to being empty anyway. The first one we have to talk about is from Bath & Body Works. This is one of their fine fragrance mists in Fiji Sunshine Guavatini. Not my favorite scent, honestly. It is very beachy, and I like that it's a beachy scent without being super coconut. And I like that I can get just a tiny little bit into the cap. And maybe this is just me not actually ever having tried guava that I know of, but this isn't, evocative to me in the same way that a really true pineapple scent is of something tropical. So, not going to repurchase it, but I enjoyed it enough to use it up. And even these small size Bath & Body Works fragrance mists are not like a small feat to use up. I definitely used this quite a bit and enjoyed it quite a bit to make that happen. I have 5 tester vials, so we're going to go through them pretty quickly. The first one is from Floral Street. This is Sunflower Pop. And this was one of the ones that came in the sampler pack from Sephora. And I thought when I got this that it was going to be the one that I picked. I haven't actually picked yet, but I'm pretty sure it's actually not going to be this one. I do like it. It is kind of evocative of a sunflower. I mean, I don't think sunflowers have an actual scent, but it does feel bright and cheery in the same way that a sunflower does. It might just be the name itself that's causing me to make this connection, but I was thinking of Elizabeth Arden sunflower when I spritzed this, and I was getting a similar vibe, and I like that scent too. So, I mean, this is nice. If I hadn't found anything else in that sampler pack that I absolutely loved, I think I could have gotten this and been very happy with it. But there are just things I like more, which is great. So next up we have Versace Bright Crystal. I think I got this through Macy's. I don't think it's an option for the sampler. And I don't even remember what this smells like. So obviously it did not make a big impression on me. Next up, we have one that I was really surprised by how much I enjoyed. This is from Juliet Has a Gun, and it is Vanilla Vibes. And it is a vanilla scent, which sounds really basic, but I love this. It is such a pretty, like, spring, summer vanilla scent. There's something just a little bit, I don't want to say deeper to it, because it still reads very spring, summer, but it's deeper than like a vanilla cupcake kind of scent. It's really nice, and I had low hopes for this one because I tried the Juliet Has a Gun, not a perfume, and I hated that. That smelled like baby wipes and nothing else on me. This is nice stuff. I actually haven't decided what I'm going to get from that sampler pack because I've run into a couple of things that I really enjoyed, but that's a contender. Another contender is this one from Viktor and Rolf. This is Good Fortune. This smells like the best version of a quote-unquote proper perfume. Now, maybe that doesn't make sense to anyone else, But there are certain perfumes that I think smell very much like an item. Like, I think the Tom Ford Electric Cherry that I've been wearing quite a bit recently ends up smelling a lot like maraschino cherry. I have another perfume that smells a lot like limes, some that smell a lot like vanilla. This, I can't at least pick out a thing that this smells like. It smells like perfume. It smells very much like a blend of several different scents. Even if I can't pick out what those individual scents are, I can sense that there's a blend there. But it's so good. It feels grown up without being stuffy at all or mature in a bad way. It's like a really nice level of adult, and I quite like this. It's a contender. And then finally we have Valentino Born in Roma Coral Fantasy. I liked this one too. It is a very spring summer version of Born in Roma, which I think is already kind of a spring summer scent. I like this one a lot. However, I love Voce Viva from Valentino a lot more. If I were to pick up a Valentino perfume, it would absolutely be that one rather than any of the flankers for Born in Roma. Whew, we made it through the perfume samples. Now for a travel size, we have the Skylark Cocolada. This I worked on in a project pan last spring, I think. I did the Drop 10 for Summer project pan, the idea of which is you lose 10 pounds and finish 10 products for summer. I totally failed half of that, and I actually did well on the panning side, so yeah. I really like this. It smells very pineapple-y, and I love a good pineapple scent. There is a little bit of coconut there, and I don't know if it's actually supposed to smell like pineapple because the illustration on the side clearly shows starfruit. I don't know what starfruit tastes like or smells like, so maybe it smells like starfruit. Who knows? Not me. And now we have a little bit of makeup. First up, I finished this e.l.f. Hydrating Coconut Mist. This is in my year-long project pan, and I quite like it. It smells really nice. Gets rid of any powdery finish on my skin. I just have so many makeup mists, and they're not something that I use consistently unless I'm focusing on one to finish it. So I need to cool down and not get any more makeup mists for a very long time. But if I were to get one, this is a nice one. The mister on it is pretty fine. It smells like coconut, and it's inexpensive. I feel really silly paying a lot for a tube of water to spritz on my face. Getting these on sale from e.l.f., you can get them for like $3. Then I have two mascaras to wrap this up. I just got a warning from my camera that it's about to run out of battery, so let's do this pretty quick. First, we have the Almei Lengthen Lift Mascara. It's not a bad mascara, but this is just like totally mediocre. There's nothing bad about it. It smudged a little bit, but not more than I would expect, especially if I like laid down or touched my face. I don't expect my mascara to make it through that. The brush is not my favorite. This kind of clumped up my lashes a little bit because just the spaces between the bristles are a little bit too big. I didn't think that the length or volume that I got out of this was anything special. If I got any volume, it was from it being kind of clumpy. So not my favorite. And it's just, this feels really like little kid makeup or like play makeup in a way. Didn't like that at all. The other mascara is from e.l.f. and I actually liked this quite a bit. This is the Lash It Loud Waterproof Volumizing Mascara. And I actually have some left of this. It's just been open for like 6 months, so I decided it needed to go. This has a synthetic rubber bristle wand, and it made my lashes look really nice, really long, really dark, really thick. It's just waterproof, and unfortunately, while this is beeswax free. The normal version, the non-waterproof version, has synthetic beeswax in it, so I can't use it. And that's a bummer because I love the way this looked, but trying to remove it, I would take out like an eyelash or two every single time, and I can't do that. I'm not willing to do that. However, if you're someone who needs waterproof mascara, this might be a really, really good option. And I would be really interested if any of you have tried the non-waterproof version. How does that work out? Is it amazing too? Because I thought this looked beautiful on the lashes. Okay, so that is my empties along with a couple of declutters. I think it was a pretty good month for empties. I think that next month is going to be another good month for empties. And you know what? Looking up this, I think I might actually be pretty close to even as far as what came into my life this month and what went out of my life, which is always exciting. Okay, I have like 5 seconds left on my battery. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Please consider liking and subscribing if you did. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, guys!